Hey, it's AyChristene here, other Christine here, and I just want to let you know that this video is sponsored by moi. I wanted to let you know that I am working with Gimme Swag in order to get you and me your very own Buddy Bear beanie. This one's falling apart. Let's work together to get a new one, and one that you can also get, purchase, and wear for yourself. So check out the link that's in the description box below and sign up so that way you will be the first to know when pre-orders drop very soon. Okay, back to regular Christine. See you. Hey buddies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today we are checking out You're a Dream of the Universe, according to science. This is a Kurzgesagt in a nutshell video. I think I said it right, okay? Check out the links down below in the comment section to be a patron or a member, to be a part of our member-only Mondays, or be a part of our streams where you guys get to react along with me. All right, let's get started.
Absolutely everything you think about yourself and the universe could be an
quite
illusion.
Loud in my ear.
As far as you know,
See, why are we
you are
starting
real
with it
and
could be an
exist in a
illusion?
universe that was born 14 billion years ago and that gave rise to galaxies, stars, the Earth, and finally you.
This is my problem. That's why these
maybe
videos
not.
be like scary
You may
movies to
actually
me.
not exist for real, but be the dream of a dead universe. You and everything you think exists. Crazy as it sounds, this may be an unavoidable consequence of our best scientific theories about the universe.
What?
Okay, this is a bit much. Let's start at the
that's a lot.
beginning.
A
We
bit
need
much?
to
That's a
understand
lot.
3 concepts for this idea to make sense. 1. The arrow of time.
Okay.
What distinguishes the past from the future? Put a drop of red ink into a glass of water, and you see the ink spread until it fills the container, but never the opposite. Colored water, where ink spontaneously concentrates and becomes a drop at the surface again. Time always seems to flow in the direction in which the ink spreads.
Yes.
But if you take a microscope,
can
all
understand
you will
that.
see will be a swarm of molecules colliding at random. There are no rules, no forwards and backwards. Every individual motion that happens can occur in reverse. But we perceive a sort of
Okay, he
arrow of
confused me
time
there.
that makes things happen in one direction.
That I
How does
understand.
this phenomenon occur? Well, this arrow of time is not actually fundamental, but a matter of probability.
What?
When ink molecules spread to fill a glass, there are many different slots of space they can occupy, and therefore many different possibilities to combine them. And just like your chances of winning the lottery grow the more tickets you have, the probability that ink molecules will end up filling the glass is much higher than the probability that they'll concentrate in just one spot. So it's not that the ink forming a drop again is forbidden by the laws of physics, it's just extremely unlikely. To see it, you'd have to wait about 10 to the power of 100 sextillion years. A 1 followed by 100 sextillion
Who
zeros.
has that type
If
of
you
time?
had this much time to spare, eventually, by pure random chance,
If you
you'd
had
see a
this
red blob
amount of
form
time,
again.
then
Actually, with enough time, you could see any shape forming. Like, for example, a small, red, soggy brain. Okay, let's move on to idea 2.
what?
2. The far future of the universe.
Am I the only one that's
Our
kind of lost
universe
here?
was born 14
So I'm
billion
like,
years ago
what?
in the Big Bang. It expanded and evolved to give rise to the myriads of galaxies and things. In other words, the universe is kind of a glass of water with a lot of ink doing stuff. It has an arrow of time.
Taking you back to the first
But the
example,
universe
I
is
got
not
you.
a static glass. It seems to be getting bigger at an ever-increasing speed because of dark energy. Basically, everything in it is getting more and more diluted. In about 100
And
trillion
expanding.
years, the last star will die. Then, few interesting things will happen for the next few decillions, vantillions, and googles of years. Eventually, the universe will be a dark place fully dominated by dark energy, a rapidly
that's
expanding ball of pure
lovely.
space, almost devoid of matter. You might think that this would lead to the ultimate death of everything,
This is why
but
it's like-
dark energy has one
it's
last
like
surprise for you.
stressful.
In a universe dominated by dark energy, space expands
Watching this
so
before I go to
dramatically
bed
that it
means that
creates
this
a
might possibly
cosmic
stick in my
horizon
brain
around you,
and be
a
something I
border
dream
beyond which
about.
nothing will ever be able to reach you, not even light. So for every practical purpose, the universe has become a
Terrifying.
glass of finite size, about 36 billion light-years wide, surrounded by an impassable cosmic horizon. Such a universe glass is basically a giant black hole turned inside out. We know that due to quantum effects, all black holes emit a tiny amount of particles, a phenomenon known as Hawking radiation. And
But where
so
is
does
it
our
gonna
inside-out
go?
black hole. In the end, this radiation will fill the universe glass with particles again. At this point, so far in the future that giving you a number has no more meaning, we've reached the true final state. The universe has now become a closed box full of particles at an extremely low but finite temperature. And since they have a temperature, they undergo random motions. Or in other words, a glass filled with water and ink and an infinite amount of time ahead. Things are about to become interesting again.
About to?
3. Typing monkeys and fake universes. Eternity is a long, long time. So now, even the most extremely unlikely things can happen.
Okay.
The fluctuating particles are bumping into each other over and over and over again, creating every combination of particles that's possible. They're like a monkey typing at random on a typewriter. Almost all of the time it types gibberish.
Didn't they say that they would
eventually it will write the first acts of Hamlet. And with even more time, the complete works of Eminem. If ink in our universe glass generates any random arrangements of particles, what could they be? Well, a spontaneous fluctuation could give rise to a planet, or to a galaxy, or even to a lot of them. So maybe our universe has already ended, and all we see around us is a pop-up universe. Not a universe that evolved from a Big Bang, but one that fluctuated into existence by pure chance. And that, like the drop of ink, will only exist for a while before dissolving again. Being random, pop-up universes could be similar to ours, but with funny glitches. In some of these universes, dinosaurs are riding snails. In another, stars are made of blueberries. In another, you're wearing a funny hat. Scientists in such universes wouldn't understand those glitches, so maybe the greatest mysteries of physics are just nonsense bugs of our pop-up universe.
For them than they
but not all possible fluctuations of our dead universe have the same probability of occurring. Smaller fluctuations are much more probable than bigger ones. A planet is more likely than a galaxy. But you know what's even way more likely? A human brain. Are you actually just a brain? You think, therefore you exist. But what else do you truly know? In the end, your brain is just interpreting signals from your senses and creating a world that you experience. So technically, you could be just your brain that thinks the world is real. And if we follow the logic of the ink in the universe glass, in particular, you could be a disembodied brain that, just by chance, emerged in a dead universe with your complete set of knowledge and memories. This is a pretty bizarre idea, but if we do the maths, it's kind of pretty solid. Let's compare the number of brains inside bodies in a living universe with the number of naked brains in a dead universe. Let's go really big and imagine that a total of 100 quadrillion humans will live around Earth, and that the same amount of people will live around every star in the universe. If we add this together, we get about 10 to the power of 41 brains inside bodies that will exist. However, in a dead universe that has had enough time to explore all possible fluctuations and that will exist forever, the number of naked brains that would emerge is, well, infinite. So the probability that you're a floating brain is not only vastly larger than the probability that you're a real human, it's so inconceivably larger that we can't even meaningfully quantify the difference. How do you compare a number to infinity? So, are you a floating brain that exists for one moment in time, then basically forever passes, and then you exist for another moment in time? Maybe not even in that order. Maybe your life happens backwards, and you just don't notice. Maybe you've lived trillions of times already. Are you the dream of a dead universe? Really? Like, really? Wow, probably not. First of all, there are a few loopholes. For example, dark energy could behave completely differently from what we think today and lead us to another future. Or maybe our dead universe will be too motionless to allow the creation of brains, even with infinite time. Or maybe the universe will end up dying in another way. Our understanding of the cosmos doesn't have a solid enough foundation for anyone to worry if they're real or not. Loopholes aside, if you were a fluctuating brain, all the laws of physics stored in your brain would have originated at random and shouldn't bear any relation to the real world. But we just used those laws to prove that you're a floating brain. So even if you believe that you are a floating brain, you'd have to admit that you have no good reason to believe that you are actually a floating brain.
Then take it away.
Okay, so this hallucinatory trip might teach us something about our theories about the universe.
I don't think I'm on.
But in the end, it's just a really weird exercise in what you can do with physics. An exercise of what brains and bodies are able to think about. So don't worry, you're not a dream of the dead universe.
Is he sure? This like, yeah, existential dread. That is exactly what I feel. So shout out to Choco Cheery, who's in the chat with us. Become a member or patron to be a part of our live streams. But existential dread is what this gives me. The thought process that we may be a dream of a dead universe, and it's a naked brain, and it's like we think, therefore we exist, but we think of the way we exist, and we might not actually exist in the way that we think in. Like, you can't tell me 1 + 1 = 2 and then say, well, maybe, you know, that's like, I'm confused. I am very confused, especially when he ends with, oh, don't worry about it. Everything's good. You're not a floating brain. Probably. No, you can't. You can't do that. You can't present this hypothetical theory that is beyond comprehension and then be like, yeah, so that we didn't, so the things, so if it, what, like, don't worry, because if the things that would make that make sense wouldn't make sense in our world, but hey, we use those theories to prove that you may not be it. It's the math face. I'm that guy, that meme. Well, the math problems are all around my face. Oh gosh. I don't know what to think, what to feel. I'm confused. I am concerned. Am I really me right now? Are you really you? Are we really we? Think about it. Are we? Are we? Because at this moment, I don't know. Okay? I don't know. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you can explain it, please. Help a sister out down below. Also, check out the links down below to become a member or patron to support the channel and to be a part of our streams. And hit that like button and turn on the notification bell, boop, boop, so you know when I post. I love you guys, as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.